Andrew Bailey, who is my guest today on the show, is based out in Kansas City, United States of America. He's a passionate cyclist and has traveled extensively through Europe and United States of America, and in the process has mastered multiple languages such as Russian and German. In his professional career, he's donned a number of hats, from working in farms as a rancher to working as an archaeologist to working as an environmental lawyer. He's done it all. Currently, for long distance cycling, he's using a very different cycle, that is the recumbent trike. So let's go find out more about his cycling journey and his bike.
So, what, according to you, is the secret to cycling long distance?
You know, I think you just got to keep at it. For me, I have goals, but it's the process. You keep going. You pay attention to your body, your legs, your rhythm, the terrain, the weather. It's one step after another. That's how a long distance cycling trip comes together for me.
Right. So, like you said, you are currently cycling on a very different bike these days. That is the recumbent
Yes.
trike. And
Correct.
this bike is basically not a bicycle, it is a tricycle. It has two wheels in the front and one wheel at the back.
Correct.
So it offers more stability, and ergonomically also it is way better than a bicycle because the body weight of the rider is very well distributed over the whole body.
Yes, yes. After years of cycling, I used to sometimes dread long trips. The back of my neck would hurt, my wrists would hurt, my hands would fall asleep. My butt was not so comfortable on the seat anymore. And yes, I found a recumbent trike, and it is a comfortable, easy chair I sit in. I have a neck rest. Yeah, and the view is so much better. I can see everything. So I really enjoy it. Perhaps I sacrifice some speed, but the comfort is well worth it.
Right. So when did that transition happen? When did you start riding on your trike?
Probably about 5 years ago.
Okay. And how difficult is it to navigate the trike on a very busy road?
This has been a learning experience for me. I live in a big city, and there's a lot of traffic, and there are not bike lanes and special areas for bicycles to ride. So what I have happened to do is I have learned that I am best suited in the road when I ride in my lane. I worry a lot about distracted drivers nowadays. They're looking at their phone, and then they look up on the road, and then back to the phone. So I get right in the middle of the lane. They're more likely to see me there. I have a flag. I have lights. I even have cameras on my trike that will record anything that might happen. So that's how I ride in Kansas City. I go right downtown. I just take my lane, and for the most part, people seem to really respect that. I get honked at now and then, but
So can you tell me about any one memorable place or incident that took place during your cycling journeys, which you remember?
yes, I had one very exciting experience. The bike was a central part of this story. It took place in Montana in the United States when I had to do some survey work up on a high mountain peak, and the only way to get there was, basically to walk the final steps. So I drove as far as I could, got out, got my bike, loaded everything on it, and rode my bike up as far as I could go, following various trails and paths. And then I had to stash the bike and head up on foot. And right after I had left the bike, shortly after, walking in the forest, I heard this big growl, and there grizzly bear looking down at me from a little higher spot. I had to change directions, wave my arms, yelled at it, but I kept going. And with heart pumping,
I can
went
imagine.
and did the work I needed to do up on this mountain, and came back to go retrieve my bike. But it had taken me longer than I thought, and it was already dark. And I'm trying to make myself through the woods where I know there is a bear that has a den, and I need to get to my bike. And it was one of the most scary things I have done. But I did make it back to my bike, jumped on it, and rode as fast as I could down these logging roads with the heart pounding. The bike saved me in that trip. So
Definitely. That was definitely a close call. And I must say you were extremely lucky that day.
I was lucky, definitely lucky.
So do you follow any specific diet plan when you're riding?
I do follow some plan. I've got, number one, I drink a lot of water.
Sure.
And caffeine is another thing that I enjoy. So I make coffee a lot. I have a little espresso maker. Have that. But in terms of food, I eat sparingly while riding. But I like energy bars. I like fruit. Things like that. And at the end of the day, I can have a much bigger meal. But I can't cycle much with a full stomach. It's been my experience.
Okay, so along with cycling, do you also follow any other fitness regimen?
I do. One other thing I do is I do some upper body exercises with some weights just to keep in good shape. I don't have to do much with my legs, obviously, because I cycle enough. I also I walk quite a bit, and I like to listen to audiobooks, for example, and I can do that and walk, and I do that a lot too.
Right.
So every day.
That's great. Okay, so with that, we're at my last question. And the last question is that if you can say a few words for your fellow cyclists.
Well, I love my fellow cyclists. I am always excited to see them on the road. We always exchange waves. It's always been that way, a wave or a finger. And I like to see how fast they're going. I like to see their posture. I like to see if they are having fun while riding. But as time has gone on, the one thing that bothers me about my fellow cyclists, many of them, is that they do not follow the rules of the road. I see so many just run right through stop signs and do other things that they would not do if they were in a car. And I have learned that I'm very conspicuous on a trike. People see me. I follow the rules of the road and try to be very courteous to other cyclists and drivers. I guess that's my statement.
I think that's a very important message to all of the cyclists, because cyclists are very prone to injuries, and it's very important that all the road safety rules are followed. That is definitely an important message to cyclists out there. So thank you so much for taking out the time to talk to us and sharing your journey with us, and it was an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Have a nice day and a good journey.
Thank